time. So aorta and vena cava. Here is my aortic arch coming directly from the heart. It's not stained red very well, but this is my aorta. Coming from the right side, what is this one? Everyone in the class, tell me what vessel this is. Coming...
Vena cava.
Vena cava. Everyone else.
Vena cava.
Oh my word. Okay, going up from the vena cava and the aorta, we've got our brachiocephalic vessels. Brachiocephalic meaning to the arm and head. So here's my vena cava. When it splits, if I put a pin here, that's brachiocephalic, going to the arm and to the head. Further up on this vein, we get to the jugular. Jugular is a long side of the neck, and it's my vein. The same thing for my artery is my carotid, okay? Going up from the brachiocephalic artery to the neck is the carotid artery, okay? Coming across from the brachiocephalic out, I've got first coming inward, my internal mammary vein and artery. Then underneath my clavicle, this is my subclavian. Coming out from the subclavian, I pass the region of the armpit. That is the axillary, both vein and artery, axillary, okay? Coming out from the axillary, I've got my brachial vein and artery. If I put a pin here for either one of those, it would only be on one. This is my brachial artery, this is my brachial vein, okay? Anything else that we need on that part of the, okay? All right, coming down from the heart, we've got my descending aorta or thoracic aorta that comes behind the lungs. This is my thoracic aorta going down from the heart down towards the thoracic cavity, okay? If I look at the other side, I can see my inferior vena cava that's going between the lobes of my lungs. Behind my lungs, I've got my azygos vein that follows the spine, okay? Once we pass the diaphragm, this muscular tissue here is my diaphragm, separating my lungs and my heart from my liver and the rest of my abdominal cavity. I always want to pull these organs over from the left to the right so I can see things clearly. Okay, here's my diaphragm. The first thing when I pass my diaphragm is my celiac trunk. This celiac trunk splits three ways. It splits to the liver or hepatic artery, the gastric stomach artery, and the splenic artery, okay? Three-way split from the celiac goes to liver, stomach, and spleen, hepatic, gastric, and splenic. The next split down on my descending aorta or abdominal aorta now, because I've passed my thorax, I'm now in my abdominal cavity, is my superior mesenteric artery. Superior mesenteric artery is the first one that's going into this mesentery. That's the connective tissue in my intestines. Okay? Coming down from that, my next split is my renal artery and vein. Renal meaning of the kidneys. Here's my renal vein, very prominent. Here's my renal artery. Okay? Coming down from that, the next split off is going to be my gonadal vein and artery. This is my gonadal vein. This is my ovary. Okay? Going down to my uterus, not talking about these vessels, we're talking about these that come straight down from the kidneys or the renal vein. These are my gonadal vein and arteries, okay? Coming down from that, we've got our tree man. Unfortunately, the inferior mesenteric artery on this cat has been severed. We can see where the head of the tree man was, okay? Here is my inferior mesenteric vein. Okay, moving down the tree man, my head is my inferior mesenteric artery, iliolumbar vein and artery coming out, branching out. Those are my arms on either side. Two sets of legs, external iliac and internal iliac. External iliac artery, internal iliac artery, external iliac vein. Very difficult to see the internal iliac vein because it's deep. Okay? Coming out from that, we've got our femoral vein and artery, and down from that, we've got our great saphenous vein. Okay? I think that's it.
Unless you want to go with the pharynx.
The larynx, my windpipe, epiglottis is here on the outside, looks like a tiny tongue. That's not the tongue. Note the tongue is still in the mouth. This is the epiglottis, okay? Internal to that is the glottis. We can see here these two flaps of skin that come together. Internal, those are my vocal cords. On the outside, this thick cartilage is my cricoid cartilage, and down from that, I've got my thyroid cartilage. For real, that's it.